Hi everybody and welcome to Behind the Vanity. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post more videos, and like this video, share this video, like my Facebook page, it's Behind the Vanity. I will link that below, as well as my Instagram. Follow me, it's at Behind the Vanity Official. Again, both of those links will be at the bottom. Pretty much fall now, or getting ready to be fall. I guess everybody's definition of when fall starts is kind of different, but I think it's safe to say we all love the fall. So, you kind of I can only speak for myself, but summer and winter are like the hardest times for me to wear makeup. Summertime is just too hot, and humid, and it's like, forget about it. Other than work, I'm like, nope. And then winter, you just get chilled to the bone, and it's uncomfortable, and who wants to wear makeup in even the winter time? So it's almost the spring and the fall they're like the most comfortable. So I think they're like the best makeup times. You're not too cold, you're not too hot. It's usually dry and nice, and we're feeling good, and it's like the best. It's makeup weather, as I call it. Lots of looks that we can do for fall, and today I'm gonna do a really pretty fall look using the Naked Heat palette. So what speaks fall better than the Naked Heat palette, with all of these really toasty, warm, golden, orangey colors. So we're gonna be using that today. I am gonna start with my eyebrows. Kind of what I've been doing most of the time is starting with my eyebrows lately. So I'll go eyebrows and then eyeshadow. Eyebrows are done. I have a separate tutorial on that, so if you want to see that, there is a link below for that. So next, I am going to start on the eyeshadow. I am going to start out with Ounce. It is the lightest color in the Heat palette. I've taken that lightest color and I'm going to just go all over my eyelid, just to kind of create a little bit of a base. This will also be a very wearable look. This will be something that you can just that you could wear every day. Okay, we have the light color on, and pick another color now. I'm gonna go with this color here, Low Blow. It's kind of a light matte tan. And I'm gonna take it and put it kind of on the crease, kind of in the crease down. I'm gonna go in, I'm using different brushes. I've got brushes from Wet n Wild and Glamour Dolls, and you just use whatever brush just works for you for the job. I'm not being a professional. I'm not very picky on what brushes I use for certain things. I think whatever gets the job done for you. Now I'm gonna take the color Cayenne and apply that. I'm gonna apply that kind of on the outer, going towards the inner of my eye. So I'm gonna kind of apply that here, starting here and going in. I'm gonna change brushes. This one is not doing it for me. It's just a little too compact, a little too small. So I'm gonna go back with the brush that I used, the lighter color. It's a little softer, and I think it'll actually pack the color on there better, and I can buff it a little bit better. So changing the brush, take back everything I just said about not being picky about brushes. But that's what makeup is about. You compromise, you try things, and you can always change them. I mean, there are rules, but there's no like makeup police. So going in with this brush. There are probably makeup police, but they're not gonna arrest you. They might just like comment on your Instagram or something like that. All right, so there we go. Again, this color, as pretty as it is on brown eyes, these like coppery shades look absolutely spectacular on blue eyes. Yeah, so next I'm gonna take kind of like a tight brush, kind of something like that that's real packed. And I am actually going to go back into the really light color again, really pack that on there real good. The light color is Ounce, but again, it's just kind of a you know, a light, kind of an off-white cream shade that's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I'm gonna go onto the inner corner, just like that. Kind of brighten up the inner corner of the eye. Then you can even bring it in just a little bit. Kind of going into the crease and just dragging it outward onto the lid just a bit. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm gonna use something very kind of shimmery. I'm gonna use some kind of a shimmer kind of in the middle of the lid just to have a little bit of a pop. And I'm actually, this kit actually comes with a brush. It comes with a double end brush, and I'm gonna use that brush for this next color. I'm gonna go in with this really kind of shimmery copper. It's called lumber, and yeah, it's just kind of a shimmery copper. I'm gonna go in there with that, and just kind of, I'm gonna kind of just go into the middle of the eye and a little bit into the crease. So kind of put it right here in the middle and into the crease just a little bit. And I'm keeping it kind of towards the middle and a little bit in on the crease. So the middle of the lid, inner on the crease, and then you can work a little bit outwards. Repeat on the other eye. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this is kind of an instance in which you want kind of a specific type of a brush. You just kind of want something that's kind of thin and kind of compact. It might even be called a liner brush. I can't really remember what this exact one is called, but just something that's really kind of dense and kind of thin, because we're gonna line our eyes a bit with this brush. You know, you could use that. You could probably even get away with using something bigger, but still kind of the same shape. So yeah, just use something like that. Anything that you feel you can get in there and line with. And I'm gonna dampen it a little bit, and I'm gonna go into the color Ashes. It's kind of one of the darker colors in the palette. It's definitely the darkest matte color, and it's just kind of like a brick brown. It's kind of like a reddish, slightly reddish brown. Kind of a really warm, yeah, I mean, maybe like a dark maroon brown. It's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of what makes this palette really great. It's like the colors are all kind of the same, but they're different, if that makes sense. So just kind of go in there, get that on the brush, and we're just gonna kind of line under the waterline. If you get powder on the waterline, it tends to get in your eyes and it doesn't feel very good. And I'm gonna go up along the bottom and the top, and I'm gonna kind of create a little bit of a wing with this. But still at the same time, it's kind of subtle, and I'm gonna blend it. Now I'm gonna take the bigger of those brushes. You just use the same one if you wanted, because now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into like one of the lighter colors. Yeah, I'm gonna go into He Devil. It's kind of a bright copper, but it's matte. And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm gonna kind of go over where I've just done and kind of buff it a little bit, so it'll soften it some and add another dimension of color. So see, that kind of adds just another dimension of color. And then I'm gonna kind of go in and just kind of soften it a bit, especially up here where that little wing is. Just kind of take any kind of a brush and just kind of go over it. It just softens it. So now I'm going to take my baby wipe, clean under my eyes. The last thing I'm going to do with my eyes before I put on my eyeliner and my eyelashes is I'm going to take this Arrow Enhance. It's a waterproof eyeliner, but it's like a brightener for under your eyes. You've seen this. I've done this. I have a video on like a natural eye makeup look where I use this, and I will link that below. It's like a light pink, and it's just meant to kind of brighten your eye area, like under your eyebrows, and you can even highlight the inner corners. But I'm gonna use it just to add a little bit of define my eyebrows just a little bit more now that I have all my makeup on. But you could get these, they have similar things in drugstores and stuff too, so you just kind of want to look for a you know, an eyeliner that you want it to be easily smudgeable. This is a really good one. I don't know exactly of one in the drugstore at the moment, but I'm gonna be looking for one because this one's almost gone. This, you know, it's getting down there, so I'm gonna be looking for one myself, and I'm open to buying this, but I think it's like $20. Of course, if I could find one cheaper, I'll do that, but I like it so much, I would pay the 20 bucks for this as well. And then just kind of blend it. And see the difference? It just adds a slight, it just defines it a little bit. That's why I like it. There we go, we just got a nice kind of toasty, soft look that you can wear for anything in the fall. So I'm gonna go off camera and put on my foundation and my concealer and be right back. Okay, so I have my foundation on. Again, I will link this, exactly what I did in a video below called Natural Makeup Look. And you can see how I applied this foundation and concealer along with highlighter. So, okay, so next I am going to apply bronzer. I'm not gonna contour or anything today. I kind of want this, I don't know, I just want it to kind of be a softer look overall. So I'm gonna just start with some bronzer. And I'm gonna use this Beauty Benefits Hollywood bronzer from the Dollar Tree. It's just a really nice little matte bronzer, and I talked about this in my very first YouTube video. I will link that below as well. I did a full face of Dollar Tree makeup, and so this is on there, so I'm gonna use that today. And I'm gonna use just this big Wet n Wild brush and just go in and I like to start under my chin and just drag it down. This bronzer does not have a lot of fallout, which is very nice. And it's just kind of a soft color. It's gonna look very natural. Kind of wanna go in a 3, like that. My big old earrings are in my way. I don't normally wear jewelry a lot other than in the show, and so this is for you guys. Getting fancy for y'all. So there we go, we got a nice sun-kissed look, very natural. Just working a little bit of a tan that we have left over from the summer that goes a little bit into the fall, if we're lucky. And now I'm gonna apply blush, and I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Fit Me blush in the color Deep Wine. Just a nice kind of very toasty kind of a color, and I'm gonna use that today. Again, another Wet n Wild brush, Dollar Tree. These are great brushes. You can find them at the drugstore for just a couple dollars, and also Dollar Tree has a kind of a small selection of various ones, but they're really nice. So take the blush and apply it to the apple of your cheek and just kind of drag it outward just a little bit. So we've got that done. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of a glow. I'm gonna use this Benefit High Beam, and it kind of looks like nail polish if you've never used something like this before. And you just wanna go very sparingly with this. It's just a kind of like a shimmery pink kind of a liquid that you just very sparingly, very sparingly. It just adds a little touch of a glow. You can mix this in with your foundation. The link I have below and how I put my foundation on today, I put a little bit of highlighter in my foundation, but it's a different highlighter. I kind of find them to be all the same. You know, I'm not really brand picky anymore about that kind of thing. So just take any kind of liquid highlighter. You could use a powder too. I find the liquid's just a little bit more subtle sometimes. So it's easier to go a little light. So just take this, and I like to go like this and like that. And I like to do a little bit here. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on my chin. Again, it's very little. And I'm just gonna kind of blot it in with my fingers today. You can use a silicone sponge or a beauty blender or something like that, but I'm just gonna do this today. just kind of highlights, just adds a little bit of a glow. That's all you want. I'm gonna also take just a little bit of this Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. It's just like a white, just a slight finishing powder. And I don't really have a brush at the moment that I can use for this, so I'm just gonna use one of these little puffs, I guess you could say. I always have these handy. They're good for various things. And just kind of put some on. And I'm just gonna kind of just go over these, you know, kind of where I tend to get a little shiny. Yeah, I know I added highlighter, but this will kind of mute everything down just a tad, especially in the center of my face. So now I'm gonna go back to eyeliner. I'm doing this video so out of order. And I'm just gonna line the waterline. And when you're lining your waterline, I kind of did it from a faraway mirror for video purposes. Really, it's good to get in there with like a hand mirror like this and really look close. And the bottom is relatively easy. The top is a little harder. You kind of have to just drag it like this. So that's a tip on how to achieve that waterline eyeliner look. If you have beautiful eyelashes, just apply mascara, but I don't. So I'm gonna use these black Demi Wispies. I love Wispies of all kinds. They're my favorite eyelash. And I'm gonna go with the Demis today because I feel they're even more natural than the regular ones. And I wear the 113s for my show. And so I'm gonna wear the Demi Wispies for this really kind of natural look. But again, skip this if you have really nice eyelashes that respond well to mascara. I'm gonna do that off camera. Okay, so eyelashes are on. Last step is just finish with lipstick, lip gloss. I'm actually gonna do a lip gloss today because it's just a little bit more natural, and this is one that I've had for a couple years. It's an Estee Lauder lip gloss, and the color is kind of worn off, but I got it when I bought some other products. But it does, the name on it, I know it's Estee Lauder, but I don't know exactly what else it says on there, but it's got a little gold. It's like a deluxe sample size. And the color is Praline. It's one of the prettiest colors of lip gloss I've ever seen. I'm not using my Dollar Tree one today because I think it kind of matches the eye look really well. So there you are. Get just a very pretty look for fall, very natural, but yet you could go out with this look. And it's using the Naked Heat palette. But see, it's just a very good look for fall, and as good as it looks on brown eyes, it would look even that much prettier on blue eyes. So give it a try, let me know what you think, and like this video and share this video, subscribe, and again, make sure you check out the links to those other videos and my social media, and I'll see you next time. Bye.